Hi guys. Well, that was fun. Yesterday, I did a live stream freaking out about the fact that I couldn't get the official Trump coin that just launched on January 19th, the night of, right before the inauguration today. We officially have a new president. Yeah. And I couldn't buy on Robinhood as I tried 30 times to buy it until it finally went through after all my many attempts, and I was able to buy official Trump coin at 65.55 or at least 65.50. And of course, I told you guys when I was doing the live stream that there are three possibilities. I'm like, either both Melania coin, meme coin, Melania meme coin, and the official Trump coin are either both going to go up and do really well tomorrow, or they're both going to do really bad, or one is going to go up and then the other one's going to go down. And of course, after I get in, we would get the scenario that I don't want, which is they both did horribly. Melania, I think, is, last I looked, $5. Last night, I think at one point it was like $12. Nobody listed. I don't think any exchanges listed Melania, but correct me if I'm wrong. Again, never financial advice on my channel, entertainment purposes only. Yeah, I feel sorry for anyone else who also agreed that they tried many times. I don't know if other people just tried a lot of times. Yesterday, a lot of people said that like the same thing happened to them, trying to buy on Robinhood. So maybe now I'm reading and people are like, maybe it's a sign that you shouldn't have bought. So yeah, maybe other people got lucky, and after they couldn't buy like 3 times, they just gave up and stopped trying, unlike me that tried 30 times and finally got it to go through at market buy. I honestly, even though I'm very disappointed, it is a possibility that I told you guys I was ready for, and this is what you get with these meme coins. Like anything with the word meme in front of it, it's just a possibility. And this is not my first rodeo. I've bought a lot of other things that has lost 90%, or even ones that without the word meme coin on it, like ICP. I think after I bought it, internet computer or whatever, after I bought it, I don't think it dropped 90%, but it had already dropped like, I think, at least 60% when I bought it, and then it just kept on dropping. Not another 90% afterwards, but that was also bad, and that wasn't even a meme coin. So it really sucks when it happens, but I feel like it's less painful when I already went into it knowing that it's a meme coin, and I already went into it thinking like, okay, well, if the money's gone, it's gone. So yeah, 65 was really bad, but I already told you guys that I started to get interested at around $40. Um, I did end up averaging down though. So I did bring down my average. Thank God. It is not mainly at $65 like it was yesterday. So my Patreon members know about that. Or if you're a paid subscriber on one of my paying platforms, then you could go check that out if you want to. I don't know where we're headed, but I just don't think this is the end. And in terms of, actually, we'll talk about Trump in a sec, official Trump coin in a second, because it's just all over the place. So during the inauguration, it dropped to $35. Everything was tanking. So this is more of a note to self. During the inauguration, everything tanked. I think people were excited. And by the way, I slept like 4 hours just to watch this thing because it's like 9 a.m. EST, which is like, sorry, 9 a.m. PST for me, 12 p.m. for everyone else. And yeah, I think a lot of folks from the crypto community were hoping that he would maybe mention it slightly, or at least talk about the word Bitcoin or crypto. Nothing was mentioned. Everything just kept on crashing. But I do understand when people are defending it and saying like, okay, well, it's just not the time. It's not the place. And to be honest, I do feel like maybe if he said it, it would make him look even worse, because a lot of folks are already making fun of the fact that him and his wife, made these meme coins, and well, their teams made it, I'm sure, not them personally, and like they're over there coding it. But either way, I feel like them endorsing it, putting on their X page, before, like, this is what I said yesterday. I said before they actually go into the White House, it looks slightly better. Like, I feel like the fact that they didn't talk about it and the fact that they did this before the inauguration almost makes it, like, slightly better. But I don't think that this is the end personally. I feel like, especially if we're talking image, and I definitely feel like, especially with the TikTok ban situation, and then thanking, like, literally Trump thanking, TikTok thanking Trump about it. I think he is trying to rebrand and he is trying to get the likes of not just Gen Z, but like everybody else. And I think it would not be good for his image if this coin were just to like crash to absolute nothingness and go to $3 today, although that is still a possibility. So I think during in the morning, it was already like $45, I want to say. And then it just kept on crashing during the speech. At one point, I think Bitcoin was like around 100,000. And that's when the official Trump coin was at like 35. And then just now, actually, let's pull it up. Just now, it was at like, oh, it picked up a bit. Earlier, like literally a second ago, I looked at it and it was down to like 35 or $36 again. Right now, it's ticking up slightly, but could just be like a bull trap. It's at 38.70 right now. Actually, I'm curious what Melania is. I don't have any Melania meme coins, full disclosure, but we can just go on CoinMarketCap. She's still like surprisingly, I mean, that coin is still at like top 100 last I checked, even during the drop, which is honestly a little impressive. But, you know, this is like my first time seeing, I guess, watching inauguration. And then I cannot believe that United States, an inauguration of a president, the 60th one. I think he's the 47th president now, or he was probably the 45th and the 47th. That makes Biden the 46th. But either way, this is the first time. I didn't think that this would be something that people would do, but I guess it's related to crypto now. This is like an SNL event, and I guess kind of similar to SNL, the same thing happened. Wait, I can't see her. I don't see the coin on top 100 anymore. Oh my god, did Melania drop off like out of the top 100 range? I think she was at like number 70 last I checked. Ooh, I think she dropped. Oh yeah, she's not even on the top 100. Okay, so the official Melania meme is currently at the price of $4.47. Again, yesterday it was like $12, so this is pretty crazy. It dropped in the last 24 hours 39%, which is, I guess, not that bad, only because it just started. And I feel like more people were invested in Trump than they were into Melania anyways. And technically, what was the highest for official Trump? I think that was like $75, right? Yeah, so give or take, you still pretty much lost more than 50% if you did buy at the top. So I guess I was one of those people that was close to buying it at I almost got it at the exact top. Thank you, Robinhood. So I'll take this as a lesson. I'll try not to, but no guarantees. I'll try not to buy any more coins on Robinhood or on any other exchanges the second that it gets listed. And especially if I keep trying and it doesn't go through, like especially like maybe I'm trying and it's not going through, the liquidity is not enough. Maybe that's a sign that I just shouldn't get it. I didn't think of it that way though. I feel like, and I don't know if this is just me being basic and like most people that bought it yesterday and also got it at $65 are also basic like me, that it's just like lining up outside of a restaurant with a lot of people waiting. I just feel like it almost pushes me to want to get it more because I can't get it, which is terrible. But also, okay, so we already know that their tokenomics is that right now there's only ever going to be 1 billion, and right now there's only supposed to be 200 million. And then later, I think within like 3 years, they're going to like, it's going to be staggered releases of like more coins. So more of it is going to be unlocked, and technically the people who are getting it can just sell it off. So that could mean that in the future it'll just go down more because there's just going to be more supply and it'll go down. But then that also makes me wonder, but you have that other possibility of, if all those people are waiting for the rest of their coins, they'll probably want to sell it at an even better price. So it almost makes more sense if this thing goes up. So then those people are making even more money by the time that more liquidity comes out. So there's two ways to go about it. Clearly right now, I think a lot of people are not going to be happy with this coin if you bought it. And I just think it's just so sad that literally the day I could have bought it. Okay, so it was released on Friday. Okay, Friday night. I didn't get it on Friday night. I was thinking about it on Saturday, but I didn't do it on Saturday. So that was 17, 18. And I had to do it literally like the 19th after already 2x. So it 2x'd from the price point that I saw was $16, but apparently it was only a couple of cents. And a lot of people are saying that, the people who bought it at like under $1, you must have known something, right? Like to get in that early and to buy that much. So a lot of folks think that that's just like the insiders knew, and most folks could not get it under like $1. There was barely any liquidity. So it was really hard to get. I mean, it was even hard for me to get, and I got it on Robinhood. So yeah. I didn't get it on the 17th, but then at 2x like the next day it went from $16 on the Friday, and then on Saturday it was like $35. Didn't get it there. And this Sunday, yesterday, I woke up and it was like 75. And of course, after it goes from 75 to about 40, that's when I got interested. But then I ended up also buying on I swapped it elsewhere, but then I also got it on Robinhood for the 65 when it was already 65. So yeah. And then of course it wouldn't 2x after the day that I buy it. I don't know if that's just me. It's just my life. And it's just I just got really unlucky, or if this happened to majority of the folks. But I do know people who bought it on the first day and on the Saturday. So no, I don't think everybody lost money on this. I feel like definitely you're way up. If you found out about it like the night of on Friday and you bought it around $16, under $20, like you're still up. I don't think this is going to go under $20, but maybe that's just my wishful thinking because I'm in it now. By the way, guys, for all of you that are in here, if you enjoy my videos on stocks and crypto or me pulling out those Cardsmith cards, which we will actually open up, like I'm really excited because I told you guys that I'm going to be scratching this card, which could hold 1 Bitcoin if I'm lucky. I said that I'm going to redeem this card or scratch this redemption card and see how much crypto I won from it once we hit a new Bitcoin all-time high. But it was just kind of sad that it went to 109 last night and then just came right back down, right? I literally went to 109 yesterday and today I went to like 100. So that's like almost like 10% drop right there. But a promise is a promise. So I will scratch it, not right now, but maybe either later today or tomorrow if I were to do a stream. But I'm very hopeful. I think I'm still very positive that it's going to be good for crypto. Like I don't think January onwards to like right before tax season is going to necessarily be bad for crypto. And I think throughout history, it hasn't really been. But for those of you guys that are in my chat and you want to support my channel, it is absolutely free to smash that like button. So please do so if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not already, check out my links down in the description below. If you don't have Robinhood and you want to trade crypto on there or anything else, or if you're interested in stocks and options, definitely check out my link pinned to the top of the stream. You can get fractional shares of stocks if you do check it out and open up a new account. Limit Buy Lucy Noel Vargas says, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Limit Buy. I really should. I should do that more often. It's not like I've never done it in my life, but I'm just more of a market buy girl. I think I am not patient enough, but it's one of those things that's really hard to change for me. So it's okay. It's not over till it's over. And it's probably going to take a while. I think for the official Trump coin, I don't think I'm going to be even that sad about it. I'm never really going to be too sad about it simply because I told you guys I only invest in stuff that I can afford to lose. So to me, it's like whatever money I put in it, I don't really care because I know that even if it goes straight to zero, like I can handle that loss. And I personally think that that's the right way to look at it. Like no matter what you're invested in, whether it's stocks, options, or crypto, of course, especially with crypto, because it's just kind of wild. But I will be sad though, don't get me wrong. Like if within so I think the first it's staggered in 3 years where they're gonna slowly release like the rest of the coins because right now they release like 200 million is what we're all playing with. And by the way, Coinbase, they just had a notification earlier. We already knew. Okay, so the funny thing is Coinbase and Binance said that they are gonna release the official Trump coin, but then they didn't. And then Robinhood like did it first last night. Afterwards, it was like a total shock. And then still to this day, right now, I still can't trade on Coinbase. And they put out this notification that says that it is going to be there, but they have to wait until the liquidity is better, I think, before you're able to trade on Coinbase. And I just checked on Binance too. I don't see it. So let me know if you have been able to trade on Coinbase and Binance for official Trump coin. Yeah, because I don't see it. But that could be like that other opportunity, right? Like if it can pick itself up and go back towards like 50, 60, I think. And then what if they release some like new information? Like, for example, if Trump tweets about it more and he's like, oh, if you support this coin, or if you have a certain amount of coin per se, you might get so and so perks, right? Like if they make it like that type of situation, or if they create like maybe another form of crypto related item that they're like, oh, you can only purchase with the official Trump coin. Like if they do more with it and basically shill it a little bit more, and then add that to Coinbase listing it at the same time and finally being able to trade, I could see that being like a huge catalyst. But again, I'm not really gonna be sad about it until like 3 months from now. If it's still like it just keeps going down and it goes to like $10 within 3 months from now, then when they have like more coins release, it's just going to be worse. So I feel like if it's going to pick up and it's going to come back to life, it's got to happen within like before the 3 months. That's my personal take on it, not financial advice. As usual, do your own DD. Sorry, give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec. I hope you guys are having an awesome Monday. Doesn't even feel like a Monday to me. I feel like this is just an extension of like the weekend. And I feel like this day we've just been I feel like it's still like 2024. It's really weird. Even though we're in a completely new era now. It's wild to think about. And oh sorry, the main thing, the funniest thing I think about the inauguration is that is the richest room I've ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever actually watched like live television. Well, I saw it on like YouTube, but like I don't think I've ever where you see that many wealthy people in like one room, like literally sitting together. You had like Jeff Bezos, Mark for Meta. We got Google over there and Apple. Yeah. So basically all the largest companies. And the only thing that was crossing my mind is like, you just can't not be excited if you're in any type of investment at all, like in the stock market. Again, not financial advice. I don't think that I could guarantee anything and say that all of these companies, all of these related heads of these major companies, and of course, Elon Musk, we can't say that these people, just because they're there, that means that all their companies are going to do so well and that Meta is going to go to the moon, and Amazon stocks are going to continue to climb higher. But you have to make that like connection that's like a huge possibility. Like if you ask me like during Biden's reign versus Trump's reign this time around, so the three different election years, right? So we have when Trump was first in, he didn't get the support of all these like tech leaders, billionaires. Like Elon Musk was not on his side. I don't even think Elon Musk actually voted for him the first time around when he was elected in 2017. So that time frame, I wouldn't say like, oh, for sure, like when Trump's in, like, okay, a lot of people thought, okay, he's a businessman, so like stock market's going to go up, and it did do well. But I think if people still believe that the stock market's going to do well because he's a businessman and he cares about the market, and also it's just this image of like you kind of want the markets to do well as the president. I think this is like tenfold now, in the year 2025, especially with that representation. So again, no guarantees of what there's so many exterior factors that can come into play. Like we don't know what Russia's going to do. We don't know what China's going to do. There could be another war, like another war on top of all the wars that are currently going on. Anything can happen, but I think if you are not invested in any type of stocks or crypto at all, I just feel like those people are missing out. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Not financial advice, but I just feel like if you are not invested in anything for the next coming 4 years of Trump, then it's going to get a little bit crazy. You might end up feeling like you missed out. That's what I think. So time will tell if I am right, but I'm just glad. I'm just glad that things are looking quite bullish today at the inauguration. That's what I'll say. Hi there, Dan, Nature's Galaxy, welcome, Doge to Mars. Oh yeah, and to whoever told me that Doge on Mars did really well, I actually looked it up later and it was up like 50%. I did not know that, but you know, I don't plan on selling my Doge on Mars. I literally survived it through like it dropping nearly 90%. So to me, like ticker symbol ELON Doge on Mars. I just thought it was really funny. So I'm like, I want like did I get like a billion of that? I don't know. I forgot. But I definitely was like, oh, I want like a full number. So let me get like a billion of this. I definitely have like at least 1 billion, I think, in Doge on Mars. And I literally like I've held on to this thing for like definitely more than 2 years, maybe even 3 years now. It's been a long time coming. So to me, I'm not letting it go until it gets like hopefully, keyword hopefully, because we don't know, listed on like a major exchange. Because I don't think Doge on Mars, it was, I don't know if it was on Gemini. Gemini's always got these like the thing about the Winklevoss twins is I feel like they have the same taste as me or something, because usually whatever I like, they list. Like they listed Chill Guy pretty soon. Like I didn't expect them to list Chill Guy that quickly. None of the other exchanges seem to care. Like Binance and Coinbase, I don't know if they plan to. Robinhood, now I've learned like they clearly can. They clearly do have the power to just like list something that's been launched within a week, right? Like they list. That's the crazy. I've never seen any exchange. And let me know if there's another coin out there that got listed quicker than the official Trump coin. But it's just like, what? Like it literally was out on the 17th and Robinhood listed on the 19th. That's 2 days. How that? I mean, I'm not in like tech, so I don't understand like how all that works. But like, wouldn't you wonder like what kind of security measures goes through in all of this? Or maybe they just knew ahead of time, which I don't even know, is that allowed? Like, are they supposed to? Like when the team that apparently created Trump's, I think like 2020 NFTs, they're the ones who supposedly created this official Trump coin. But these people, like, are they supposed to tell Robinhood, or is that allowed? I don't know. I feel like they must have, or else how the heck did Robinhood or Coinbase or who claim that they're going to be listing it soon? Like, how do they have enough time? Like, it's like a team of engineers to go ahead and make sure that it's all safe dealt with. Very strange. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, I'm posting on my pay subscriptions right now. Low Roller Scratcher says you regret buying Trump tokens in Robinhood. Well, yes and no. Like I still would have gotten it, and I'm glad that I got it. I just wish that I waited till today, when it dropped to 35. But to be honest, if I didn't get it right there and then, that means I didn't really believe in it. And I feel like watching it drop to like from 45. Well, actually, I would have watched it drop from 65 yesterday to like 45 in the morning, then that would just cause me to not get it at all. It's one of those things where like I feel like if you like something or you have an interest in it, or you feel like it's going to go up, you would get it really at any price. It's kind of like Michael Saylor buying Bitcoin. Whereas if you have zero interest in it and then you don't own any, you're just going to watch it drop and be like, haha. Like
I was smart enough not to get into that. It's that kind of vibe for me. Raw Food Writer, hi Steven, welcome. We got 19, Elikar here, Habik, and Elon, of course. Yeah, Elon was laughing a lot. It was so, I think he went like, I don't know if he went like this, but I saw him like, yeah, he made some gestures. It was pretty funny. I was surprised that Baron Trump, he seems the youngest one, right? The youngest, the very, very tall one. I think he's even taller than Elon Musk. I think that's Melania's son. Honestly, there's so many kids. Like I think they did like a close-up shot on all the kids, and I was like, I don't know anybody. I only recognize the Tiffany, which is the younger blonde girl, and then there's the daughter, and then Ivanka. She had like a green outfit. She really stood out. She had like the beret and the green outfit. I thought the outfits were very interesting. I mean, people are now debating if what's her name? Sanchez? Jeff Bezos' girlfriend, if she had an appropriate outfit, because obviously there's that meme now with Mark Zuckerberg, which I feel like people are taking out of proportion. I'm like, literally everybody probably did that. Like sometimes when you look at someone, you just like naturally like you glance at what outfit they're wearing. He looked for like a second. I like, saw like a reality TV show, or there was something I saw recently that was like, if you look at someone or you look in an area, like Mark Zuckerberg, it's okay if it's 1 second, because I think that's just like human nature. Sometimes you just glance at someone and it's like you can't control it, like what you're seeing across the street. You don't even know what you're looking at. 1 second is okay. Lingering eyes is not okay. Well, like if you're married like he is with kids and in a relationship. That's the general rule. And that's what I heard. And I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? That's okay. Honestly, even if my man looked for like 3 seconds of like whatever, like she's basically a celebrity and you don't get to see her often. But I liked her outfit. I actually liked her outfit. I liked her white lacy. I don't know if that's like a white lacy corset top. It's like a sexy top with like a white, is it like a white blazer? I really liked her outfit. I thought Melania was gonna wear something like that or something like more hot, but I feel like Melania's outfit was like, people were saying like she looked like she was going to a funeral. I thought it was like sleek. And maybe she was just going for that like super serious look. I personally liked Miss Sanchez's outfit more. And then I thought that his daughter Ivanka's green outfit was interesting because I didn't see many women or really anybody wearing that color. So that was interesting. But yeah, the outfits were cool. The guys were all just boring suits. So I was like, meh. But yeah, it also makes me curious if like Melania's coin's gonna, pop back up. I think it's a little embarrassing. Like I almost feel like for save face, like if I was the Trump family, I would want to save face and just, hope that those meme coins that I shilled on my X platform doesn't drop to like 90%. I don't know, but hers, I guess it's not 90% yet because the highest was just like $12. And earlier we just looked and it was like $4. So not 90% yet. But if it goes to like $2, pretty much, right? I mean, my math sucks, but pretty much. Kai Trump, best vlogs. Who is Kai? Oh, thank you. You did say that guy. K.I.R. Trump. I can't memorize all their faces, honestly. Like, I think it's the ones that I always like see pop up in my social media that I memorize. Is a Tiffany girl also married? I see like pictures of her and like some guy next to her, but I just know Ivanka's married. Something Kushner. Who is Kai Trump? Hold on. Why did they make it? It's like they're always with their pairing, so I'm not even sure. 2 hours ago, Kai Trump wears sweater dress. Oh, I've never seen her before. Why does she look so not familiar to me? Oh yeah, her outfit is way different from her sister's. Yeah, I don't hear much news about her. Who's her mom? Because I know Tiffany, because I watched this like documentary on Trump. It was on Netflix. You can check it out too. But I know like Tiffany is from a different mom than Ivanka, hence why they look very different. But like who is Kai's mom? Sorry, I'm just curious now. I'm gonna do some TMZ stuff on her. Who is Kai Trump's mother? Vanessa Trump. Oh, see, it is different. Oh my God, how many wives did he have? Oh, you know what? Michael Saylor has a really great family tree. I should just go look at that. I like that family tree. Where the heck is it? Let me just go look into my own page. If you're not following me on X, it's just Living with Luci. LUCI. Find me over there. Follow me. Thank you. After you subscribe here, of course, and smash that like button. I'm really trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I'm really far away from it. So I do appreciate every little bit of your likes and follows. Okay, wait. I have a list now. I have a list. Okay, divorce is Ivanka Trump. Melania is the current. Marla Maples. Yes, that's her name. Okay. Marla Maples is Tiffany's mom. Barron Trump. Okay, I knew that. That's Melania's son. I guess she doesn't have any other kids. Okay. So where does Kai come in? Wait. Is that the granddaughter? It says that Ivanka Trump and Donald Trump had oh sorry, not Ivanka Trump. Ivana and Donald. God, the names are too similar. Ivana and Donald had 1, 2, 3 kids. Oh, Donald Trump Jr. Oh, that's actually his name. For some reason, I thought he had another name, and they just called him Donald Trump Jr. Oh my God. Oh, my bad. So I guess Kai is Donald Trump Jr.'s daughter. I think that's what it looks like. And then Ivanka, there's no pictures of her kids on this family tree, but she has 3 kids with Jared Kushner. And then Eric Trump is the other son. And then there's also 2 kids. Wow, they have so many kids. But like the Donald Trump Jr. dude has Kai, Donald the 1, 2, 3, what did I say? 4th? And then Tristan, Spencer, Chloe. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. It's such a complicated family. They're like, I'm just imagining their Thanksgiving dinners are like, it must be so tiring to remember. I feel like if I was a part, maybe because I have a very small family, like my family's just not that big, so I don't remember everyone's names. Like I feel like if my family was as large as Trump's family, and some people have even like bigger families, at Thanksgiving, I would just be at a complete loss of like what the grandchildren's names are. Because you have to remember the grandkids, and the grandkids is like boyfriends or girlfriends. That's a lot. Hold on, let's see. Glad to catch your live. Hi there, DJ Lorbuck. Yes, nice to see you guys. I mean, it's kind of like a chill day. Like I've still been working. I mean, I'm living off of 4 hours, hence why the very dark coffee. I'm living on 4 hours of sleep because I wanted to watch that. Disappointed though that we didn't go up. It's like I had this. Actually, you know what? My magic 8 ball was right the first 2 times because I asked it yesterday. It was on the live stream. I'm like, am I gonna make money tomorrow? I don't know if I said tomorrow or ever. Maybe it was ever on the official Trump coin, and it said it's not happening. And then I asked, I think on the Melania one, and it said it wasn't happening. But then I asked if overall like crypto, everything's gonna do well during the Trump reign, and I think it said yes. So yeah, but the first 2 were like negatives. So I guess my magic 8 ball's right. I need my magic 8 ball. Do you guys have any questions? You can ask it before I go. Spittin' game. How do you feel about Trump? I feel about him the same way I do all politicians. I don't really care. I am, how do you say, apolitical. I just don't think I know, like, I don't even have to, like, you could tell I don't know much about politics, right? Like, I literally don't talk about politics, not because, well, some YouTubers, I feel like they don't talk about politics because they don't want to kind of lose followers. I straight up just like admit that I just don't think I know enough about it. And if I did know a lot about it, then that means I'm really passionate about it. And then I think I would want to be in that realm. So no, for me, like no interest. I am probably my thought process is way off. And I don't think the world that I would create if I was in politics would even work. Basically, I'll say it like this. You can search up the anime. Is it called Psycho-Pass or Psycho-Pass, I think is what it's called. But I watched this anime called Psycho-Pass, and I was like, you know what?
that would be similar to the world that I would want to live in. Like, that's how I think we should be governed. Not all by like machines, but I feel like AI and robots should play a huge part in the governance of our world. And maybe that will happen one day. I don't know. But for me, I think I don't really like the concept of it all. I don't like the fact that you have to pick like one president and then they just have that much power without input from a lot of other minds. I think it would be great if whoever is the sitting president, you also get like, let's say, all the thought processes from intelligent minds of the world that's like voted, and it's altered every now and then, so people can't kind of like rig votes. So like I feel like big decisions should be voted upon every once in a while and just kind of like get an idea from these very intelligent minds around the world, from different professions. And then I also want like the input of like machines, yeah, of like super intelligence. And then we can like decide to make a decision altogether off of that. But I guess there's no perfect like government at the end of the day, because people used to think that the world was flat. And yeah, so it's not like humans are all that smart, and therefore mistakes are always going to be made. Bitcoin is down over 4K on the 1-day chart. Brutal day for crypto so far. Yeah, it's not what we expected, but okay. So I wanted to ask this. Magic 8 Ball. Actually, you know what? Let me ask for my GME first, because GameStop has not been doing really well. But I'm still a believer. Still a believer. Will Roy and Kitty make a live stream this year in 2025? Will we see another live stream? As I see it, yes. That's what it says. As I see it, yes. We'll see if that's true. Hi there, Dawn. Getting ready for dinner. Nice. It's 2:52. That's an early dinner. World is flat. 19 Claire says. Okay, find the edge and make a YouTube video about it. It'll do really well, I'm sure. Okay, so I hope my Magic 8 Ball's right. I really hope he does make a video. But it doesn't mean that just because if he were to make a video that like GameStop's going to go to like $200 or anything like that. But I just hope he makes a video. Okay, now what's my second question? Will America actually start investing into Bitcoin? Because so far, all of the crypto, from my understanding, is from them seizing it, right? Like bad guys do stuff and then they seize it. And then Trump simply said, well, I think before he was elected, that he would just not sell it. But I want to know if they're actually going to go through with the Bitcoin strategic reserve and consider actually purchasing up millions of Bitcoin. Yes or no? And this is not financial advice. Oh my God, dude. It's like totally opposite of yesterday. Yesterday gave me all these negatives. It says outlook good. Not financial advice. But Bitcoin's been good. I have been swing trading Bitcoin. Never thought I would see this day, but I've been swing trading a Bitcoin. And to be honest, I think like my only losses on Bitcoin is that I should have done it more times, because I've watched it just kind of like tilt around 108, 106 down to like 101, 102, like a crazy amount of times. And I feel like every single time that I didn't pull the trigger, and it takes like a lot of courage for me to like do it, because it just seems like such a large amount that it's harder to buy. I don't know. Maybe it's just like it messes with my brain, but I feel like whenever the number is larger, it's kind of like Berkshire Hathaway. Like I just don't really feel comfortable buying anything that's so expensive. Even if you're just buying a fraction of it, but it just feels like a lot versus something like a Dogecoin or like a Melania meme coin, or even this official Trump coin or PayPay or whatever. When it's smaller, it just feels easier for me. Like even if it's the same amount, like let's say I'm just going to put 100K into PayPay or 100K into official Trump coin. It feels easier when the thing is smaller and then you feel like you're just buying like a large quantity, versus if it's 100,000 a coin and you're just getting like one. It just feels harder. Does that make sense? I don't know if that is something that crosses other people's minds except for mine. I always thought that that was really weird, for myself, but I think Bitcoin's actually wonderful to swing trade personally. Well, until the day that will probably inevitably come that you are trying to swing trade it and then you miss it, because that happens too. That happened a lot in 2021 where I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing this, and then either I got stuck at the top and then everything crashed, which happened to me on Shiba Inu, Jasmine, but Jasmine I made money off of. Shiba Inu overall, I still lost a little bit, because I played around too much. But yeah, and then there's the other scenario where you sold and then you're trying to buy back in at a lower price, but then it just never goes back down to the lower price. So both ways. I think Sean says, I think crypto will run pretty flat until more people start buying. There's only so much money that can get thrown around with a small percentage of people currently in. So I actually disagree with that, simply because at least from what I'm hearing, in the finance YouTube sphere, all these people that are wealthy or connected or fund managers, they just keep on talking about the fact that there's supposed to be, what is there, like 900, is it 900 trillion in assets? But of course, like that includes real estate and like art, paintings, gold, like everything. So not like people are going to sell everything that's there, and that's just like an unrealistic number that people aren't going to sell everything there. You wouldn't be able to cash that out into like 900 trillion or whatever. But I think it's a 900 trillion or 90 trillion. It's a lot. Um Maybe it was 90 trillion. I forget, but it was something 9 and then trillions. So the real number that's still available out there, I think the last number I heard was there is still, like, basically Bitcoin could easily 10x. That's the amount of liquidity that's out there. So right now Bitcoin's at what, like 2 trillion? It could easily go to 20 trillion because there is that liquidity available for people to invest into vehicles like this. So that's my understanding of it. And even right now, there's predictions where in 2025, some people believe that Bitcoin's going to go to like a million a coin. I think we would be very, very, very lucky if it could even go to like 250,000, which is wild. Because that's, again, when the number is bigger and it's the number one coin on the coin market cap, it's just so much money that for it to go up that quickly and that fast within a year, it just seems very crazy. But yesterday I did see the overall global crypto market cap did go to 3.7, I think 71 or 77 trillion. Hold on. Let me ask ChatGPT. Is there, because I swear it was like 900 trillion? 900 trillion. I think it's in the world. No, he's like, no, there is not $900 trillion in the world. Let me break this down for clarity. Oh, ChatGPT is sort of like, this girl's so dumb. Let me school her. There's so many. There is nowhere near 900 trillion. Sorry, scratch that. That's why it's not financial advice on this channel. There is nowhere near $900 trillion in cash or accessible money in the world. The figure might stem from misconceptions about global wealth or exaggerated numbers tied to financial instruments. No, I meant, fine, assets. How much assets are there in USD around the world? Maybe that's the right way to put it. Assets, not just cash. Okay, so that wasn't that far off. Sorry, not cash. So it says the total global wealth, the combined value of financial assets, stocks, bonds, cash, and physical assets, meaning real estate, is estimated to be around 500 to 600 trillion. Because I swear I heard 900 trillion though, whatever. Okay, ChatGPT is saying it's 5 to 600 trillion. So there you go. If it's 5 to 600 trillion and some of it is in stocks, bonds, cash deposits, those are the ones that technically you could get out. Like, let's say tomorrow everybody woke up and was like, I'm not going to be invested. I'm going to get out of my bonds. I'm going to remove all the money under my bed and cash or whatever or in the bank, and I'm just going to put all of that into Bitcoin. There is a lot. Then I would, okay, let's just say there's 600 trillion in the world, right? We'll divide that by half. So say 300 trillion is something that people would even consider selling whatever assets they currently have for Bitcoin. And then we'll be even way more conservative off of that. And we'll say 300 trillion from that, only 10%. So let's just say 30 trillion. I feel like to say 30 trillion more to be added into Bitcoin, does that make sense? Is realistic off of my I don't have a computer data scientist mind, but I think 30 trillion sounds, give or take, not crazy. 30 trillion minimum into the overall global crypto market cap, which is currently under 4 trillion. So basically 10x. Like the overall global crypto market cap 10x. That doesn't mean every single coin has 10x, but I think that leaves room for Bitcoin to possibly 10x. And I think that's the bare minimum, right? Like if we do end up with a Bitcoin strategic reserve and we do end up with a president that figures out ways to buy as much Bitcoin as possible, and if other countries all also like start following the footsteps, like if Japan also decided to like buy a bunch of Bitcoin after USA starts to do it, then I definitely think that. But then at that point, when all the countries start doing, I think if America did it alone, and then it was just like wealthy folks from other countries possibly trying to secure their own bags just in case their country gets their currency gets crazy inflated, so then they end up buying a lot of Bitcoin, which is already what some people do. I think just with America alone, if they decide to promote BTC to the heavens, out the stratosphere, I think it deserves to have a 30 trillion market cap minimum. So that would be 10x. But then if other countries started to do it, then it would go further from there. That's going to be my analysis. I can't wait to look back at these videos like 80 years from now and see if I was right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Let's see. I'm just going to do a read over on where we're at right now. Okay. Not too terrible. I mean, I feel like even though today everything tanked, we still have to remember that yesterday Bitcoin still made a new all-time high at 109,000. Like that's still amazing. So it's at 103,000 right now for Bitcoin. It's still up 9% in the last 7 days, which is really impressive. Ethereum's the number 2 at 3,300. And I really think that Ethereum's the underdog, which by the way, you know how everything's on Solana, right? So like the Melania meme coin, the Trump meme coin, they're all on the Solana network. And so it was like Chill Guy and all these recent meme coins are like all on the Solana network. And like Solana is supposed to be like the Ethereum killer or whatever and all this talk. And everyone's like, oh, it's so great, it's so cheap. And yeah, it's so great and so cheap, but it also gets crazy congested. So at one point it was just really, really hard to swap anything because everybody was using it. I don't know if it's because of this whole Trump situation, but right now there's articles written about how this whole Trump thing kind of exposed the weak points in Solana. So I don't know if maybe in the future this is a moment for Ethereum, but I definitely think that we're still waiting for the spot ETH ETFs, and I think there is a moment to be had for Ethereum because it still hasn't popped yet. And it could be at the end of this year, just like it got to its new all-time high of 4,800 back in 2021, or we have to wait longer. But I don't know. I have high hopes for Ethereum, and I feel like when it moves, it better get to like 1 trillion minimum, or at least 3x from this. Like, I really want to see Ethereum at like 10 grand. I feel like if it can't reach $10,000 by the end of this cycle, it would be a little sad. But anyways, XRP is at $3.14, and then we have USDT number 5, Solana at $2.49, which also thanks to, I guess, the Trump administration, the folks dealing with his NFTs from before, and then now with this Trump meme coin and stuff, obviously Solana ended up getting to its recent new all-time high. I don't think it actually surpassed 300, but basically at like 290. BNB at number 6. Number 7 is Dogecoin at 35 cents. Oh, poor Doge. But again, also Dogecoin not close to its potential. I think Dogecoin is also one of those things that it needs a push, probably a really major push, right? Like better utility, more support, maybe somebody different from Elon Musk, but also very influential, that would probably take it to a new all-time high in like one day. That's just my personal estimate. Then we have USDC number 8, ADA at number 9, Tron at number 10. Tron's like staying pretty solid. I don't know why. I've never invested in Tron, but it's pretty solid. Chainlink number 11, 12 AVAX, 13 XLM. Shiba Inu at number 17, Polkadot number 18, Litecoin number 19, Leo number 20, Uniswap number 23 in front of official Trump, which is at number 24. Wow, okay, at least it came back up to life a little bit. Right now, the official Trump coin is at 39.88. I still need it to go up a lot more to feel better about the fact that I ever bought it at 65. Anyways, guys, take care. It was nice having you. Smash like button on the way out, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.